The big hoop. Initially he doesn't get there and he just stays after it. Mac Jones never feels him from behind and strip, sack.
NFL News Today.
Picks it up, runs it in from 10 yards out, and now
Josh Allen sent Bills general manager Brandon Beane mock drafts that were hysterically absurd. The Buffalo Bills' 2023 season came to an abrupt end, as is often the case with Bills supporters, when the team lost to the Kansas City Chiefs in the postseason for the third consecutive year. The Bills had also not had a great offseason in 2024, which made things worse. Wide receiver Stefon Diggs, who was frequently unhappy, was traded to Houston, while starting center Mitch Morse and wideout Gabe Davis signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars. This means that in order for Josh Allen and the Bills' offense to compete with the likes of the Chiefs, Bengals, and Texans, they desperately need to add more players, and one such addition was the free agent signing of Curtis Samuel. However, in order to further address those needs, the Bills would have to use the NFL draft, and Josh Allen wasn't going to sit on the sidelines and tell his team what to do. Josh Allen was heavily involved in the pre-draft process, according to Buffalo Bills general manager Brandon Beane, who discussed this today on the Pat McAfee Show. Perhaps a bit too involved, perhaps. It's funny to think about Josh Allen playing around on Pro Football Focus mock draft simulator and somehow coming back with Marvin Harrison Jr., Joe Alt, and Brock Bowers, as if that were a realistic outcome for Buffalo's 2024 draft. However, Brandon Beane neglected to specify who exactly Josh Allen was mocking to the Bills. The Bills did seek Allen for advice informally during the pre-draft process, even though Brandon Beane understands that his quarterback may not necessarily have an NFL administrative career waiting for him after his playing days are over. Knowing that we would likely consider receivers in the first few rounds of the draft, Beane gave him a few options. He then sat down with a few coaches, and one day I walked in and we had a little conversation about who he liked and why. "Let's hear what you know," Beane said to McAfee and co-host AJ Hawk. He offered his 2 cents, but he is aware that he is not fully informed about every player. He mentioned that Kean was one of the players he really liked and that he would be thrilled to have him on the team. In addition to selecting Kentucky running back Ray Davis in round 4 and 3 offensive linemen, Cedric Van Pran Granger, Tylen Grable, and Travis Clayton, in the 5th, 6th, and 7th rounds of the draft, the Bills added Florida State wide receiver Kean Coleman, whom Buffalo fans are already infatuated with after just one preseason press conference.